Patrick Mahomes has more rushing yards, first downs and TDs than all the Chiefs' RBs. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes is single-handedly doing the work of the team's running game, which is not how the Chiefs' offense is supposed to run. Mahomes has 13 carries for 123 yards, with 2 rushing touchdowns and 10 rushing first downs, through 2 games this season. That's more than all the Chiefs' running backs combined. 3 other players have carried the ball for the Chiefs this season: running backs Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, and Brashard Smith. The 3 of them have a combined 29 carries for 96 yards, with no touchdowns and 7 first downs. Mahomes is averaging 9.5 yards per carry and has a first down on 77% of his carries. The 3 running backs are averaging 3.3 yards per carry and have a first down on 24% of their carries. Mahomes is leading all NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards this season and is the only quarterback in the league who has more than half of his team's rushing yards. If Mahomes were also passing the ball like his old self and the Chiefs were winning, his success running the ball would seem like an added element to his game. But Mahomes currently has career lows in completion percentage, touchdown percentage, yards per attempt, and passer rating, and the Chiefs are 0-2. Mahomes isn't running to add an element to the Chiefs' already potent offense. He's running because nothing else is working. Kansas City has always been the city of barbecue smoke, arrowheads in the sky, and the kingdom that rides on the arm of Patrick Mahomes. But in 2025, the Chiefs' story has taken on a strange twist. In a league filled with bruising running backs, power formations, and highlight reel stiff arms, the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the NFL's most consistently dominant franchises, are being carried on the ground by their quarterback. Yes, Patrick Mahomes, the man with the golden arm, has outrushed his entire stable of running backs in total yards, first downs, and touchdowns. What started as a quirky stat in Week 1 snowballed into a shocking season-long narrative. Mahomes is the best running option on his own team. Let's dive into why that's happening, what it says about the Chiefs' offensive philosophy, and how it reflects the evolution of both Mahomes and the modern NFL. Chapter 1: The Birth of a Dual-Threat Myth. Patrick Mahomes has always been defined by his arm. From his no-look passes to the sidearm whips that seemed impossible, the world labeled him a generational passer. But the truth has always been there if you looked closely. Mahomes can run. In his early seasons, he used his legs sparingly, picking up a first down here, scrambling for a red zone opportunity there. His playoff runs gave hints of his mobility. The unforgettable sprint against the Titans in the 2019 AFC Championship game, when he juked defenders like he was playing backyard ball, remains one of the most iconic scrambles in Chiefs history. Fast forward, and injuries, scheme changes, and roster quirks pushed Mahomes to do more on the ground. Suddenly, he wasn't just extending plays, he was the run game. Chapter 2: Chiefs' RB Problem. The Chiefs' backfield once promised balance. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was drafted in the first round to be a Darren Sproles-like weapon for Andy Reid. Jerick McKinnon was supposed to add versatility. Isaiah Pacheco brought the bruising speed and energy of a 7th-round gem. Yet, something wasn't working. Injuries sidelined McKinnon. Edwards-Helaire never lived up to his draft billing. Pacheco, while explosive in spurts, often struggled against stacked boxes when defenses dared Kansas City to beat them with traditional runs. The result? The Chiefs' ground game became unreliable, and Andy Reid, the eternal passing savant, leaned even more heavily on Mahomes' arm. But defenses adjusted, dropping deeper into coverage, clogging passing lanes, forcing Kansas City to search for answers. That's when Mahomes' legs became the unexpected weapon. Chapter 3: Numbers Don't Lie. By mid-season, the stats painted a wild picture. Mahomes had more rushing yards than all Chiefs' RBs combined. He had converted more first downs with his legs than the entire backfield. He had scored more rushing touchdowns than the RB committee. This wasn't just unusual, it was historic. Quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts are expected to outshine their running backs on the ground because their offenses are designed around it. But Mahomes? The Chiefs system was never built for that. His ground dominance was born of necessity, improvisation, and sheer competitive fire. Chapter 4: Improvisation, the Mahomes Way. Watching Mahomes run is like watching jazz. It's not scripted, it's not rehearsed, but it flows. He rarely takes off at the first sign of pressure. Instead, he dances behind the line, eyes always searching for a passing option. When nothing's there, he suddenly accelerates, slicing through the defense with surprising agility. Unlike a traditional running back, Mahomes doesn't run by design. He runs with intent. Every scramble is a calculated strike at the defense's weakness. Linebackers drop too far into coverage. He's gone for 8 yards. Corners turn their backs in man coverage. He's sprinting past the sticks. Defensive ends crash inside too hard. He slips outside for a red zone touchdown. It's the kind of running that demoralizes defenses. You've covered every receiver, you've executed your scheme perfectly, and then the quarterback beats you with his legs. That's not supposed to happen with Mahomes, but it does, over and over. Chapter 5. Andy Reid's Unlikely Blessing. Andy Reid has never been known for run-heavy offenses. His West Coast roots are about precision passing, spacing, and creativity through the air. Yet even he has acknowledged Mahomes' running impact. When asked in a post-game presser about Mahomes leading the team in rushing touchdowns, Reid smirked. "Well, it's not by design. But I'll take the first downs however we can get them. If Pat's running, it means he saw something, and I trust him." That trust is key. Reid isn't dialing up QB draws like Buffalo does with Josh Allen. He isn't running the zone read packages that define Baltimore's offense. Instead, he's giving Mahomes freedom, and Mahomes is rewriting what freedom means in the Chiefs' playbook. Chapter 6. The Locker Room Perspective. For running backs, watching your quarterback outpace you on the ground could feel humiliating. But in Kansas City's locker room, it's fuel. Isaiah Pacheco told reporters, "Man, that's Pat. He'll do whatever it takes to win. If he's running more than us, that means we gotta step up. But trust me, nobody's mad about it. We're winning games." There's a humility and unity to the Chiefs' culture that prevents resentment. The RBs aren't competing with Mahomes, they're complementing him. And if Mahomes is carrying the rushing load, it's because the team needs him to. Chapter 7. Fan Reactions, From Concern to Legend. At first, Chiefs Kingdom worried. Why is Mahomes taking so many hits? Why aren't the RBs producing? Was this sustainable? But as the wins piled up and highlights mounted, fans began to embrace it. Social media exploded with memes of Mahomes photoshopped as Derrick Henry. Fans dubbed him RB1. Arrowhead faithful joked that Mahomes should be listed as both quarterback and running back on the depth chart. The narrative flipped. Instead of panic about the RB situation, it became awe of Mahomes' adaptability. Chapter 8. The Broader NFL Context. Mahomes' rushing dominance over his RBs fits into a larger NFL trend.